Hey guys, welcome to a new vid. It's not really going to be a bushcrafty vid. It's just me chilling out, come out for a night, brought a hammock right on the coast, which I'll show you in a minute. Do a bit of fishing, have a beer, chill out, maybe a swim this afternoon, and just relax. I'll show you the coast. I'm right on a bay. Not sure if you can see that. Look at that, it's gorgeous. I'm quite high up, so I will have to climb a little bit down to get to the water, but hopefully I'm going to do a bit of fishing. I might have a swim at high tide. I've brought my crab pot, so hopefully I'll get some velvet swimmers for dinner. I'll show you, it's quite steep. But this is like an old broken wall, and the tide comes right up to it, which is pretty nice. And there is, I'm not sure if you'd be able to see it in the background, there's a fort. Unfortunately, it's a gorgeous spot, it's a really nice spot, but it's used a lot, so I've turned up and within a couple of minutes I've already made a pile of rubbish. Unfortunately, maybe by the looks of it, it's study notes. Maybe some kids have just finished their exams or something. There was a bit of broken glass, which is a bit of a pain. But I'll have a good tidy up, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Again, it's not going to be a bushcrafty video. It's just me relaxing, camping, fishing, having a beer on the coast. All set up now. I'm going to get my chair out, set the rod up, and I might have a beer before I go fishing. These are awesome little chairs. These are only the cheap ones, it's not, the proper ones are about 120 quid, but this one cost me about 17 quid. You can see it packs down to the size of a football boot bag when you're at school. You see how simple it is to go together, and surprisingly it takes my weight. There you have it. It's actually nice. It's not a very good angle, but it's nice to be able to have a bit of back support. Where I'm camping, there's no hazel or anything, so I couldn't bring my hanging chair because there's nothing to make a frame out of. To be honest, where this area is used quite a lot, wood is really sparse, so I've actually brought a bag of wood with me. So yeah, quite comfy. Not great because it's on a slope, but that's a bit better. This is probably one of my favourite camping spots. Just if you come at a weekend, unfortunately you have to try and get her early on a Friday to beat everyone else, which is a shame. That water looks so clear, I'm not sure if you'd be able to see it. I'll try and get a bit closer, but it's a bit airy. Not sure if you can see the water. The view is fantastic from this spot. That looks a gorgeous blue. As you can see, like I said earlier, it's like an old broken wall. I'm not really sure what it was for. This is actually on the grounds of an old, not an old, well, it's a very old hotel. Fantastic for foraging as well. I brought my crab pot. So try and get some velvet swimmers later for something to eat, for a bit of a seafood starter. Only brought light gear. I didn't really want to bring my big beach caster. I brought some ragworm for bait, and I've also brought two different size red gills, but to be honest, anyone that fishes or sea fishes knows that you're not allowed to keep any bass, so I'm not really sure whether to go down the predatory route. I might just fish on the bottom with some ragworm and hopefully pick up a bream. At least I can eat that. Not sure if you can see that. I've got a pennel wig on that end, so two hooks, one fixed to the end, and this one is just sliding. So you can put nice big chunky worm baits on up through that hook, and then what you do, you bring this hook down, wrap it around a couple of times so it can't move, and then you've got a double hook in your bait, top and bottom. This end, just a swivel, bead and a weight. Bead is to protect the knot from the weight banging on it, and that's just sliding. And that's it, simple. Hi guys, been fishing for a few hours now. Haven't really had much. I've had 4 small school bass, literally probably about that big. Obviously I'm not allowed to keep them anyway, but they're well undersized. So what I have actually got a live bait on the rod at the minute. I've got my pot soaking, and I've been catching lip gobies in there, so decided to stick one of them on just in case a big bass decided to come along. But we'll grab the pot up and see what else we've got. There's a few in there. Got bacon as a bait. Bacon works really well for crab. Look at that. Oh, gobies. More. And I've got 4 velvets in there. So they'll go nicely in the pot later. for a nice little seafood starter, and we'll get that back out there. I haven't really got anything else apart from the crabs to go for my seafood starter, so I think I'm going to take my shoes and socks off and have a scratch around and see what I can find. Should be able to get some limpets, hopefully some mussels. Managed to get 4 limpets. I think that'll do. So I'm going to get the rod in, get the pot up and get back up to camp and get cooking. Not the easiest climb, especially one-handed. It's easier coming up than it is down though. I'm going to nip back down, just get a couple of small rocks just to sit my grill plate on. I'll dispatch some crabs and get them cooking once I've got a few embers going. Like I said earlier, this spot's used all the time, so there's not really any wood about, but I have managed to pick up this lot. But as you can see, I brought a whole bag for life full of wood, so I don't really have to use anything, cut anything while I'm here. Let's get a fire going. I was just thinking, I don't really want to, it's still quite early, it's only 20 to 5, so I don't think I'm going to bother starting a fire yet. I'd rather have it a bit later on. So I'm going to cook the crabs and limpets up in a small twig stove. Nearly seen me fall off the chair there. I'm going to cheat a bit as well. The bay's that nice, there's actually, don't know whether you can see him, bloke snorkeling down there. Waters are that clear, it's lovely. All my crabs and limpets are cooked. And they just fall straight out the shell. Just gently pick the waste sack off the top. That's it. Not quite sure how I've managed to get myself in such a mess, but had me crab and limpets, just chilling out, got some tunes on. Still got my twig stove going just to create a bit of smoke, keep the bugs off me. And then down there I've got my little fire going. I only used 3 of the rocks in the end because they look a bit more like sandstone, and the 4th one looked like flint, so I didn't really want to risk it heating up and chipping off, flying, hitting me on the camera or something like that. I think this little dude wants some of my red wine. Oh.